Hi, Larry Gaines, and wanted to touch on a little bit on the markets and kind of currently where they are within the big picture and cycles. Um, I had a really good friend of mine, old friend of mine, contact me just the other day, and this person was concerned about the big picture of the market and worried about whether or not maybe the market's getting a little bit too high and potentially setting up for a market crash. So it really got me to thinking. So I wanted to go back and do some really good full analysis of the market and get a more clear picture on where it really is, because we're setting new highs and everything like that. So it's a really good time frame to be very aware and perhaps start getting a little bit more cautious to the market. So here are a couple signs to look at. So first off, here's the S&P futures. And what I've done here is I've done a Fibonacci, just a real quick Fibonacci analysis on a measured move from swing low to swing high. And currently you can see that we're at over 100% of this swing low to swing high, the prior swing low, swing high. So that tells me that we've made a pretty good extended move, and you want to be careful up here. So that's one thing. Now the other thing you'll see is that money flow. You can see that money's been flowing out of the market actually since about in December. So here's a money flow indicator. You can see how it's been drifting down, and now it's turned back over, and it looks like it's about to break another kind of a trend line. Also, average volume, you can see how it's been trending lower, and it really has not started to trend back up. So those are a couple of things to look at. So definitely money's coming out of the market. Now let's take a look at the Nasdaq. Now looking at a weekly chart of the Nasdaq, it's starting to get really overextended from its 21 period moving average. So you can just take a measured move from the prior extension when it really got high back here in November. It got way extended from the 21 period moving average. So you can just take that measured move, and you can see now that we're about the same distance. So that's another indication and another little clue to the market as to potentially getting a little bit overextended and ahead of itself. And then you look at the money flow. You've had better flow of the Nasdaq than you have the S&P, but you can still see how hard the volume, it's just really drifted off. So you have a lot of people leaving the market. So now let's look at cycles. Now the next thing you need to look for is momentum. So momentum is what's going to push the market up or down. So you can see here my cycle 1 indicator has come off on the daily, and now it's going negative on momentum. You break that down to a lower time frame, we'll go to the 4-hour. Now we're in a volatility compression squeeze. Momentum on cycle 1 and cycle 2 is down below 0, so there's lack of momentum, and also in a squeeze, which tells you the probability for direction to the break is to the downside due to momentum is now shifted down. That's on the 4-hour, and then here's the 1-hour. So it's also in a major squeeze, and the tendency is it's going to break either hard up or hard down. So looking at momentum, the momentum shift is to the downside. So I hope this helps to give you a few little clues as to the market and where it is, but I think that right now, being at the range it's at, being at extended highs, it's a time to take some caution. And I'm going to be doing a very thorough, in-depth webinar here on March 4th, and let me show you the details on that. So if you'd like to register, I'm going to have a very in-depth market analysis webinar, free webinar. It'll be on Wednesday, March 4th at 8 p.m. Eastern. Reliable signs for predicting market crashes, so you can be can profit from them. So are we currently getting in danger of potentially a crash? So we're going to go in and I'm going to look in depth. This is going to be an hour or longer free webinar, and I'm going to be looking at market sentiment and its predictive power. What does that look like right now? Market fundamentals, what are they telling us right now about the current state of the market? Market price momentum and what it's revealing. Fibonacci market price analysis and its relevance to this current market situation. And then cycle market analysis, and where does that put it within the current trend of cycles. So going to be doing this on, again, Wednesday, March 4th at 8 p.m. Hope you'll join me. Use the registration link and sign up now on the email where you see the registration link provided below. Thanks, and see you on the next update.